Yes, as Bob mentioned, don't call it a comeback. Tiger Woods won the Masters on Sunday, his first major win since 2008 when he won the U.S. Open. He shot 13 under par. Tiger's two children and his mother were all at the Masters to see him recapture old glory. In 2018, the 43-year-old won the Tour Championship at Atlanta's East Lake Golf Club, which was his first golf tournament win in more than 5 years. Tiger last won the Masters in 2005. He also won the Masters in 1997, 2001, and 2002. But this one might be the most special with him returning from so many injuries and issues off the links. The medical marvel turned back the clock on Sunday. Congrats to him. He purses $2 million for the victory. Tiger isn't the only person cashing in on $1 million check because of his theatrics at Augusta. Come today, one smart bettor will be laughing all the way to the bank as a result of the victory. Last Tuesday, a Nevada resident placed an $85,000 bet on Woods to win the 2019 Masters at 14-1 odds. So with the win, the outrageously large bet yielded a payout of $1.19 million, the largest single ticket payout in the history of William Hill Casino. Naturally, the casino was a bit displeased with the result. The house can't win all the time, folks. New York's two playoff teams this spring are looking pretty darn good. Let's start on the ice, where the New York Islanders can't be stopped. The Isles don't play a particularly sexy brand of hockey. They are focused more on fundamentals than flash. It's a style designed to frustrate opponents regardless of pedigree, one that has them on the cusp of just their second playoff series win in more than a quarter century. The Islanders move within one victory of finishing off Sidney Crosby and the rest of the frustrated Pittsburgh Penguins with a 4-1 win on Sunday to take a 3-0 lead in their best-of-7 Eastern Conference quarterfinal. The franchise advanced past the first round just once since 1993, yet the Islanders certainly look like they belong on this big stage. They've outscored Pittsburgh 11-5 through 3 games and have trailed for less than 4 minutes through 9+ periods against a team that began the playoffs looking to capture its third Stanley Cup in 4 years. Game 4 of that series is Tuesday in Pittsburgh. Meanwhile, the Brooklyn Nets opened the 2019 NBA playoffs with a statement, taking Game 1 from the third-seeded Philadelphia 76ers on the road, 111-102 at Wells Fargo Center. Saturday, the Brooklyn guard trio of D'Angelo Russell, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Karis LeVert continued the success they had against Philadelphia during the regular season, combining for 67 points. The 6-seeded Nets took a 17-point lead in the second quarter and never trailed again. The Sixers cut the Brooklyn lead to 2 points with a burst right out of halftime, but the Nets responded to take an 11-point lead going into the fourth quarter and extended that to 16 points. They look to go up 2-0 in the series tonight. That game tips at 8 p.m. in Philly. The Nets return to Brooklyn for Game 3 Thursday night. Time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. On the baseball diamond, Julio Teheran outpitched Jacob deGrom. Josh Donaldson and Nick Markakis homered, and the Atlanta Braves beat the New York Mets 7-3 on Sunday night. Yanks didn't fare much better in the Bronx. Ravaged by injuries, the Bronx Bombers hardly resemble the 100-win team that set a major league record for homers last year. Tim Anderson hit his first career grand slam to lead the Chicago White Sox to a 5-2 victory over the Pinstripers on Sunday. New York is 3-6 at home against lowly Baltimore, Detroit, and Chicago. To make things even more interesting, on deck for New York, a visit from the World Series champion Boston Red Sox. Monday marks the start of the Giants' offseason workout program. Players can finally get the playbook and talk football with coaches, beginning of an important year, too, for GM Dave Gettleman and head coach Pat Shurmur. In the Octagon, Dustin Poirier waited a long time to get his first UFC title shot, but he made the most of that moment, outpointing Max Holloway in an action-packed classic over the weekend. The interim lightweight title bout was the main event on Saturday's UFC 236 show at State Farm Arena in Atlanta. Poirier was the aggressor, but Holloway was able to weather the attacks and deliver a few of his own. Poirier was certainly in control, though he definitely wasn't escaping the exchanges unfazed. In the end, he outlasted a relentless Holloway over 5 brutal rounds to claim the interim lightweight title. With the win, Poirier secured a shot at full champion Khabib Nurmagomedov, a fight UFC President Dana White said late Saturday he is targeting for September. In motorsport, Lewis Hamilton won the Chinese Grand Prix on Sunday to retake the overall lead in the standings in Formula One's 1,000th World Championship race. Hamilton did say after that that's not an important milestone. You think the NBA playoffs is predictable? Mercedes and Hamilton are like gold. in F1. And in IndyCar, Alexander Rossi owns the streets of Long Beach. Rossi conquered Long Beach for the second consecutive year. He became just the 8th driver to win more than once on the temporary street course through the picturesque downtown. The others, you say? Mario Andretti, Al Unser Jr., Alex Zanardi, Paul Tracy, Sebastian Bourdais, Will Power, and Mike Conway. Pretty good list there. Rossi won the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach from the pole Sunday, same as last year, and had the field covered very early. His margin of victory over Joseph Newgarden was more than 20 seconds, and the 200th victory for Andretti Autosport across all series. Good day for him and Andretti. It wasn't Marc Marquez after all, as I said on Friday. The Austin GP found a new winner, but Valentino Rossi finished second, so close. Suzuki rider Alex Rins beat Rossi to score his first MotoGP win, ending Marquez's unbeaten run at the Circuit of Americas as the Spaniard crashed out of a healthy lead early. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for a closer look into Tiger's brilliance at the Masters. Look out, Jack Nicklaus, Tiger Woods is back. And this time, it's not his actual back. The back injuries and ineffective surgeries had left Woods imprisoned by debilitating pain. He couldn't walk or sit down or lay down or pull himself even out of bed. The epidurals and cortisone shots provided him no relief. That's been the story for Woods for some time. We've even talked about him hanging them up right here on the show before, but Tiger really is a medical marvel. Woods refused to let anyone or anything rain on his parade at the Masters this year. He suffered consecutive bogeys at numbers 4 and 5 to fall 3 back and appeared destined for yet another major near miss. But Tiger's caddy started cursing out his player. Then Woods ducked into a restroom and cursed out himself before emerging a new man. Tiger regrouped and gave us another Tiger moment. Woods now has won 15 major championships, second only to Nicklaus's 18. When Woods reached 14, it seemed a foregone conclusion that he would cruise past Nicklaus, but personal problems and 4 back surgeries derailed his momentum. It seems like Woods is finally back on track, and that's great for the sport of golf. That's your look at sports. I'm Bobby C.